Hey, what's up, Lewis?
What do you want?
Do you have any trades on you?
No, I don't do trades anymore. What year do you think it is?
Come on, dude. You gotta have something on you.
No, I don't. I'm not doing this, man.
I have a bunch of cool, Assassin's
I
Creed
don't want
cards.
your germ-covered trash.
I
Get
have,
it out of my
some
face.
stuff from OTJ.
I
like
swear
that
to God.
Welcome to Thoughtcast, a powerful magic podcast. I am your host, Ian.
And I'm your host, Lewis.
Today we're going to be talking about a problem in the magic community that we feel needs to be addressed.
Have you seen a lapse in the amount of people who trade cards in this that we call the Deckmaster trading card game? For some reason, I don't know if it's you guys, but around where we play, people just aren't bringing their giant, stupid, stinky trade binders. It's just not happening, okay? I always have a box on me. I call it my special box. It's got special little cards in it, and it's for trading, but it's not organized or anything, right? Trade binders used to be a sanctity.
Oh, yeah. I keep this bad boy right here stocked to the high heavens.
What we want to talk about is the possibilities for why and the negative impact it might actually be having on the game.
Yeah. Because it feels a lot more social when you're trying to find...
Let's start wholesome as fuck, okay? I have had such good memories trading with cards. For instance, this one right here. This is a Razaketh the Foul-Blooded promo, okay? Do you remember when promos used to have the date written in a straight line and it wasn't just like a stamp? You know? They look so good, right? I love finding those, and this card's really strong. I remember the person I was trading from it with liked the card a lot. They found it very special to them. So when I traded for it, I had to give a little extra, but now it's special to me. And I have this card and I have this memory associated with it of, bartering and trying to get it from that person.
Yeah.
And that was really fun.
I have a very similar story with a lot of the cards in this commander deck right here.
The
Atraxa Big Mommy?
Yeah, CDH, man. These are our CDH decks. We thought we'd put them on set because they're our prized possessions when it comes to Magic.
But a lot of those cards I got from trading because as much as I love Magic the Gathering, it can get a little bit expensive at times.
Right, and we all put so much money into this game. No matter what level you're on, if you like Magic, you're probably going to put a lot of money into it, and a lot of the time it's more than you probably should be putting into it. So the way you can get your money out of it is by doing equal value trades with people. Speaking of equal value trades, do you think that has anything to do with it? Do you think people are always trying to make money with this game?
That's the problem I have, because I know that there are a lot of people who will try to eke out every single cent of a trade, trying to make it one for one.
I've never been that person.
Yeah. It's too much. It's too much to care about, really. If you're missing out on 25 cents...
Or even $2.
Even then.
I've traded down and up $2 so many times.
Yeah. If it's that big of a trade, or if it's that important of a card for you to have, then you shouldn't really worry about losing value on our cardboard squares.
Right, yeah. One of my least favorite things that has happened when it comes to trading is there are these people who collate trade binders that are not trade binders. You know what I'm talking? Okay, they bring this binder and they're and I'm like, do you have trades? Let's have this scenario, right? You asked me if I have trades.
Do you have trades?
Yes, I have a trade binder. Here it is.
Can I trade for this card?
Oh no, I'm saving that for later.
What about this one?
Oh no, that one's just for me.
How about this one?
No, I just like how the foil looks on that. You can't have that one.
Then why do you have them in a trade binder?
Exactly. So this happens I don't know why people do it, right? Say, yes, I have trade, maybe one or two cards are for trade, right? But when you collate a trade binder, and this is for new players, most admin players know this, you're supposed to not care about the cards usually. Maybe one or two of them you're just having there so you know where they are. I've done that plenty of times. I wouldn't trade this Jeweled Lotus because, it's a foil I opened, packed foil, by myself, right?
Or maybe you put it in the trade binder when you weren't thinking about building that deck, so...
Yeah, but most of the time, when you collate a trade binder, it should be for the sole purpose of saying, yes, I have a trade binder, here you go, right?
Yeah.
Not, I don't know if I should give that away. Don't put it in the trade binder then, right? Yeah.
If you're going to be sad about seeing it gone, maybe don't put it in the binder that you want to get
There
gone.
are so many times where I've tried to sit down and have a fun conversation, trade with somebody, right? And they're just like, yeah, no, you can't have that. To every single... to every single other card or even every card I've asked about, right? There was this one person who went to an LGS. I'm not going to name names, obviously.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? But I've only ever gotten one trade out of them. And I had to coerce them into doing it. It was for like this super cheap 43-cent foil that I just liked how it looked. And I was like, oh, I'll trade you for this and this $2 card, right? And I had to coerce them to do it.
Yeah.
It was a less than $1 card, and because they're just like, oh, I just like how it looks. And I was like, okay, yeah, that's fine, but you want this card, yada, yada. And eventually I got it from them because it was like, I think it was the Dominaria United Urza stand-in. You know what I'm talking about? The one that you can tap an artifact for green mana?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I just like how the foil looked on it.
You were fighting for that card.
Yeah, because I wanted to build the deck at one point. I think I did. It was super cheap. Like, super cheap Urza, basically, where you don't have anything terrible in it. You know, Stacks player, I put Winter Orb in the deck, you know, but it wasn't Urza, so you didn't have the tutors, right?
Yeah.
It's fair, right? So...
Speaking of value in trade binders, I hear a lot of people saying you can only put value cards in there.
Sure.
I disagree. I think you should put, if you want to build this trade binder your way, put whatever you want in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you could, if this is how you wanted to do it, just put a bunch of commons and uncommons in there, right?
Yeah.
That are like semi-playable. But like, I think there is some truth to the fact that you want to have some heavy hitters in your binder at all times, just so you can be like, oh, I really have been looking for this Lake of the Dead, for instance, right? You're like, oh my God, this $40 card. Uh-oh, all I have is 43-cent rares, right? So a lot of the time you do want to have some, like if you are buying a binder, for instance, you're a new player, you're coming to the game, you're like, okay, I'm going to finally buy my binder. Only do it if you then have things you can actually put in there that people will want, right? Like nobody's going to really want a Mabel, right?
No.
But someday some guy's going to be like, oh my God, I've always wanted to build a mouse deck. Oh my God. And, you know, this 40-cent rare is going to contribute somehow, you know?
No, she's going to be $20 in about 30 years'
time. Oh, yeah,
time.
making a legendary token? Yeah.
I'm speculating.
You're specking on it? Yeah, it's crazy. Like, for instance, one of my favorite memories for building this deck is I was looking for a Memnite. For the longest time, I was looking for a Memnite, okay?
What was Memnite?
Memnite's the 0-mana 1/1.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the 0-mana card, basically, aside from Ornithopter, I guess. But this one can actually win the game by itself, okay? It's got a point of power.
Yeah, put them on a 120-turn clock, dog.
Yeah, I've always been looking for... I had been looking for a Memnite for, like, I think 4 months at that point. And I have this thing where I don't buy cards online unless I, like, really need to. Because it's more fun to find the cards. That's where this problem stems from, is because I like finding the cards. I like trading for the cards in the trading card game. Makes me feel like a little kid in a candy store, okay? It feels like I'm looking for something and finding it instead of just being like, yeah, I need this dinosaur. Click, click. Okay, it'll show up in 3 days. Like, that's not fun.
Speaking of that, I know people who wouldn't lose value on a trade, but would spend $5 in shipping for that card that they needed. Oh. It's wild.
That is honestly... such a Magic player thing to do. I don't know. Okay, and shipping aside, buying cards online is more expensive.
It is.
You cannot buy you can't buy rares for under $1 usually, unless they're
bad.
Really bad, right?
Yeah.
Like most places, and this is not a bad thing. Got to make your money, got to make your bread, right? But like Card Kingdom, TCG Player, a lot of them can't go under $1 simply because then they can't make any money on the margin. So it just doesn't make any sense to buy the cards online when you could try to find them first.
Or even from your LGS, honestly. If you're trying to find those bulk rares or just those cards that aren't even $1, look at your LGS's bulk bin or look through their binders if they have them.
Support your LGS.
Support your LGS.
Right? Another huge thing that probably contributes a lot more to this than we think about is that Magic is becoming more online every day. Okay? For instance, we talked about how for Final Fantasy they are digitizing the entire set on
Arena,
but with new names and art. Right? That is entirely my point. By the way, go watch that episode. When it comes to that, and also you can buy every card online, you can find it through external sources, the LGS is suffering more and more, okay? I don't know about you, but I like playing this game, okay? And I don't always like playing it with the same Joe Schmoes every time. No offense. Nobody likes playing it with the same me every time either. I like being able to go out, find people to play with, and meet new people, make friends, right? You know?
You make friends with your decks?
Friends.
Yeah, okay.
But that can't happen if you don't support your LGS. That can't happen if you don't go out and buy cards. Like, I get it. People buy their booster boxes at stores and whatever because it's literally cheaper. But other than that, most people are buying their cards online now.
TCG Player, sponsor us.
Well, hold on.
Card Kingdom, sponsor us.
So all of that probably has to do a lot with 2020, what happened in 2020, all the way to 2021. Yeah. So COVID, huge issue. It impacted this game and a lot of other things a lot. But we're not talking about other things. We're talking about Magic the Gathering, right? The way it impacted Magic is, for instance, it made Commander the #1 game in the world.
Oh, yeah.
That is entirely, in my opinion, due to COVID, right? It was the easiest game to play on Spell Table and stuff like that. It was the easiest game to get, or it was the easiest game mode to get back into after, right? Because everybody was just trying to get together, you know, as many people as possible. And also, you can make the format, you can make a deck in the format with the shit you have lying around, okay?
Yeah. And it's a lot more social of a format than any 1v1 Magic will ever be.
And that's what everybody was looking forward to. And that's all great, but what it also affected was getting the cards, okay? You had to get them online if you wanted them because you couldn't go to a store and play there. So if you didn't want to get sick, you order the cards online, which I don't know why you were doing that if you couldn't go out and play anyways, but it's your money. It's your money.
COVID really had a negative effect on the
trading part of the trading card game.
Yeah, it literally, I feel like you can't go to a con anymore. Like, I just went to SCG Con.
Sponsor us.
A few months ago. I went to SCG Con a few months ago, and nobody had their trade binders. Everybody was there to play the game and have a good time and like talk to vendors. A lot of people brought their bulk for trading in cards at vendors, but nobody was trying to set up a few trades with random people.
Which, let's be clear, we're not telling you have to trade.
Oh God, no.
But it's so good for you. Like, that's the thing. It's good for your collection. It's like everybody has cards sitting around that they don't need.
Yes.
Okay, everybody has bushels of cards. Okay, I mean, I just sold a bunch of mine, but everybody has cards that they don't have in a deck. Okay, I don't know a single Magic player who every card they own is in a deck. Okay, you might have a couple that are waiting to be in some and whatever, but like. You have value just sitting there, okay? Not to say you need to spec on cards or all of that bullshit. What you need to do is realize that, hey, maybe you want some cards.
Or honestly...
And you have cards sitting around, so now you don't have to spend money on them.
Or honestly, giving some cards to new players. If you have a bunch of bulk and you have some friends or there's a new person at the game store, give them some bulk Commander staples, standard staples.
Sure.
Anything from Foundations, OTJ, anything from like there, they don't have a collection yet, and you're basically losing nothing by giving these cards away.
That brings me to another point. We're always happy to see new players get into the game. That's the biggest thing I agreed with on the Universes Beyond thing. It's great to bring new people in, okay?
Yeah.
I like seeing new people get in. But we're not going to keep new people around if every single time you want a card, you have to spend money on it, right? That means not everybody, most people can't even stay in the game now, okay? Not in this economic climate. Are you kidding me? Jesus, no. Trading is best for new players.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? For instance, if you've been in the game as long as I have, where, I don't mean to sound like a boomer, but like, I'm not that old, I'm 21, but I've been in the game most of my life. More than 70% of my lifetime, I've been playing this game. And when I first started, trading was all I wanted to do. Yeah. I think I wanted to do it more than playing because it was just fun to get your hands on the cards and have them. But how are we going to do that if nobody has trades?
Also, when you're younger, you don't have the expendable income that you
don't have any income, right? Yeah, exactly.
You don't have that income as an adult to buy those singles that you want. So the way that you got new cards when you were younger is you traded for them.
Absolutely. It's integral to the game. That's why it's called a trading card game.
Yes.
Okay? For instance, Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh! They're all called trading card games because one of the most fun things to do is just to own the cards, okay?
No. For Pokemon, it's to scalp the cards.
Oh, yeah, right. Love scalping. It's my favorite hobby, actually. I love waiting in my lawn chair at the Walmart, waiting for the cards to get... Have you seen that?
Yeah,
There was a guy, a grown-ass man, sitting in a lawn chair who flipped a guy off for recording him sitting in a lawn chair in the toy aisle in Walmart.
Oh, my God.
Let's be clear. A lot of this is all just personal experience. You could be be from your own point of view, just like, oh yeah, everybody still brings trades. But like we play at multiple LGSs.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I wish that we had a flourishing trading card economy.
Right, because it's so much fun.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Biggest question, I think, for the entire episode is what will happen to the game if trades don't show up? What do you think will happen?
Honestly, I think that might be the downfall of Magic the Gathering.
Okay.
As soon as you can no longer bring a binder or bring your bulk boxes and try and find the cards you need,
you're going to lose most of your player base because they just can't afford to not.
Exactly. You're going to force your players to spend money on other sites.
Yeah.
Instead of...
I get it, right? This I'm not saying this is some ploy from Hasbro. How are they orchestrating this, right?
No.
I have no idea. I think that's a little harsh to say that the game will just die out over time. Obviously, it'll contribute to that if it happens. What I think the main issue is with this is that it's going to stop people from playing the game in real life, right? People are just going to play it online, on Arena, okay?
Or on MTGO.
And honestly, let me be entirely clear. Arena is... You can play it free, okay?
Yeah.
It can be free to play. It takes up no literal space in your life. But let's be honest. It's not as fun.
The same
it's
as
not
holding
the same.
The cards in your hands.
And this is coming from somebody who can't spend money on Magic right now.
Yeah.
I don't care. I don't care. It's more fun to play the game. This might be the hoarder in me. This might be the human want to just collect things that you find shiny or pretty.
The dragon complex.
Yeah. I know what the dragon... Yeah, I've heard of that. But dragging these nuts across your face? Nah.
Oh my God. But yeah, I think people not bringing trades will inevitably cause this game to be more of a money spend, and
yeah, more of a money grab, more for people who can afford it, instead of fun.
Become paywalled.
Yeah, well, I mean, it already is.
It is, but you can, the easiest format to get into, but the worst format to get into, Commander, you can make a deck for $20.
Right.
Buy all the
You
singles
can technically make
online.
a deck for free if you have a friend who plays, right?
Exactly.
That's always the in, right? Like, I started playing because I think it was my mother who was like, oh my God, your aunt plays this game. Do you want a deck? And I was just got it. That's how I started playing. But that's not common. Most people are like, oh, you play Magic, you're my friend. And your friend's like, I want my friend to play Magic. Here's cards, right? I haven't seen that happen. That doesn't happen.
Are you kidding me? I literally just had that happen to like 3 other people. And I got them addicted to this stupid little card game. But it's harder for them to stay in without me,
Yeah, because nobody's trading them, right?
Nobody's trading them.
Right. Big T, I won't name him.
Big T.
Yeah, but he's really getting into it, but that's because he's collating a trade binder.
Yeah.
He has a little trouble trading right now because he's still stuck on his card.
He's on his bulks. He doesn't want to get rid of his $2
Yeah,
rares.
it happens. We all have that phase where we're like, should I get rid of this? But like, if everything goes well and people start trading again, you'll find the card again.
Oh, yeah.
But that doesn't happen. You can't find the card anymore. That's the thing, okay? I, for instance, was building a standard deck. It was Simulacrum, Coco,
the
Azorius artifacts, right? And I needed 2 more Simulacrum synthesizers. My stores didn't have them, okay? But people had them.
Yeah.
Nobody had trades, but everybody was like, "Oh, you need one? Oh, I'll try to get that for you." And nobody remembered, except for a friend of ours remembered for me. But like, that was all. Like, it just happened by luck, basically, because nobody brings their stuff. I promise you, there are plenty of people who even go to our LGS who have a Simulacrum synthesizer sitting around that could have got them more cards to play with, but nobody brings their cards. And let's just be clear, we are doing what we preach. I always bring trades.
Oh, yeah.
Every time I go to a store, I'm always bringing trades. And then I'm let down because the only guy who brought trades was this guy.
Yeah, he's already he's scalped through my collection. He doesn't need anything else from me.
Yeah, and you don't need anything else from me, basically.
No.
Well, sometimes, but I don't care. What I'm saying is the most fun part of the game, aside from playing the game, is getting cards.
It's the collection part, right?
The gathering.
The gathering.
The gathering.
It's gathering the cards, gathering the people, and destroying the hell out of Lewis.
Yeah, beat me. Yeah.
That's what Magic the Gathering's about.
Specifically beating me.
Specifically Lewis.
Make me lose at the game. That's the goal above, bar none, that is our goal.
Yes.
Okay, got it. I think my final closing point is that you want to trade. You, at home right now, I promise you, you want to trade cards.
Or there's a card that you want.
That somebody else has.
That somebody else has, and they have a card that you have that they probably want.
And all you have to do is just make your trade binder and go to the goddamn game store. Unless you have an immune deficiency or you're disabled and you can't make it and all of that stuff. But you know what we mean, okay? If you are able to, go to your game store and bring cards to trade. It's only in your advantage, okay? There is nothing, sure, maybe you'll lose a card and you regret it in the future. Who gives a shit? It's a card game.
Exactly. Like, you can be the little trade binder boy like Lewis, or the big trade binder boy like me.
Whatever works for you.
Whatever works for you. We'd appreciate it.
It's not just we'd appreciate it, you would appreciate it.
No, the community would appreciate it.
Yes, okay. Everybody, the royal you, would appreciate being able to trade more. And I think it truly, because I remember getting back into Magic after COVID, and everybody was just busheling with trades. I don't know what it was. Everybody had their trade binder, but for some reason, it just started to trickle away.
Yeah. Yeah, there was like a big point right after COVID when all the game stores just started opening where everybody had everything.
Yeah.
And I think that might have just been people getting back to the game stores and being excited to play games.
And then all the new players started showing up and it started to phase out because everybody stopped bringing trades because nobody had trades. I don't know. What do you think is the reason that people don't have trades anymore? What do you think was the catalyst? Why do you think it still persists to this day? Persist, get it. Like the magic keyword.
Card?
Yeah.
Or
the magic card, no, the keyword. Persist?
Oh, okay. Yes to both of them.
Magic newbie, bro. Get out of here. Oh, the card from Modern Horizons? No, the mechanic from Shadowmoor.
Shadow?
The hedgehog?
No.
The keyword. Hey, that predates the keyword probably, right? Oh, wait, how old is Shadow?
Dude.
Is he like pre-Nintendo 64? How old is Shadow?
Dude.
What?
Have you not seen Sonic the Hedgehog 2?
No, I mean the character. How old is Shadow the Hedgehog? Is he older than the keyword Shadow from, I think it was the, what was it originally from? It's not the Dark. Was it Tempest? Was Tempest the original? Give me that.
We're looking that up.
Give me that. It's either, I think it's Tempest block. Or was Tempest part of a block? Yeah, it was. Was it Tempest?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go, dude!
Last used in Doctor Who.
I know everything. Dude, come on. That was good. I got that. Freaking no scope, dude.
But also, let us know if we're crazy.
Oh, yeah. It just might just be our small
our small LGSs that don't really have too many
But, like, I've gone to some ones that I don't go to a lot. Like, up the state or whatever, and just nothing. So, yeah. Like the one that way. You know what I mean? Like, down that way.
Yeah, sure.
We go there sometimes for Star Wars Unlimited, or we did back when we were playing that.
Oh, yeah.
For their giant bulk bins, they didn't have anything. Nobody had trades for any game. Like, I started playing Yu-Gi-Oh! For a second, no trades. I went up there for Magic, no trades. So it might just be us, but I don't think it is.
No bitches?
Thanks for watching, guys.
This has been Powerful Magic. I was your host, Ian. I'm gonna go kill Lewis. Mwah!
See you in the next one, guys.